Now, my one for the offense. Fire.
Ooh, I like that.
I think there's this.
Do you?
Oh, and I just actually that just came in on the fan text too.
Reggie just really pooped on your words.
You don't think that this is that every play that Dak has, we're just gonna be throwing up the flame emoji every time?
Okay, I mean, fire does not inherently mean good, so I was just asking.
This is a good fire.
Oh, okay.
In my opinion,
No,
I think
it's
we'll
not
be
the
good fire.
animated dog sitting in the house. This is fine.
I think we're gonna have each week. I will be posting 3 fire emojis in one tweet.
Okay.
After a very successful play.
Okay, and look, early on, I'm going to read you some of the words.
Okay.
Because last year we were posting the trash can and the poop emoji because Zeke was fumbling or Dak was throwing an interception or something.
Oh, damn. From the 972, meh. From the 817, juggernaut. From the 512, one. From the 346, unfortunate. From the 817, and they use hyphens, freaking super duper awesome. From the 682, untouchable. From the 972, elite. 469, stellar. 817, damn. 562, dominating. And then somebody from the 214, use your word, fire. So there are a couple in here. From the 254, injured. From the 940, stunted. But this does seem to, thus far, be kind of the inverse of yesterday, where we said it was 75% negative words, 20% mediocre, and 5% good. This seems to be the reverse of that. What is your word, Mike?
Underwhelming.
Wow.
And it's because of the expectations. Because this isn't one word, not good enough to overcome
they were
your
inconsistent
defense.
for you last year, right?
Yeah, I mean, they were not good when you wanted to get off to a good start. Name the game that Dak got off to a great start, and we were like, this looks unstoppable. Or was it we're down 23-7? We're down 32-15 to Seattle or whatever it was. And then all of a sudden, bam, we score a touchdown. And then the other team kicks a field goal. We held them to a field goal. My God, we scored a touchdown. We got it to within 8 or 10 or whatever. Then we give up a touchdown. So now it's like the defense is playing somewhat of a prevent defense. And then we take the ball down. We score one more time. We got 32 points and Dak threw for 400 yards.
Okay, you're definitely onto something. And I want to use this to hammer that point home. Look at last year's Cleveland game. By the typical metrics, Dak had an insane game. He threw for 502 yards and 4 touchdowns. So
he did.
Yeah, he was unstoppable.
God, how many did we win by?
Well, here's the thing.
How many were we up by, and then the defense let the game, like we were winning because of Dak getting off to a great start?
Well, definitely not that. Because at halftime, you were losing 31-14. The Browns scored a touchdown to start the third quarter, and then we punted. And then on our next set of downs, we turned the ball over on downs. And then by the time we scored again, the Browns were already up 41-14. So I think that is a perfect example of Mike's point, is Dak put up astonishing numbers, but when you needed them to be astonishing because the defense wasn't doing their job, they weren't there.
And hopefully that changes. Hopefully this year they get off to fast starts and they have 20 points at halftime. I think it'll be a close game if they have 20 at halftime. Or if you have 10-14 at halftime, you're going to be losing by 7 to 14 points at halftime. And then you're going to be trying to play catch up, and that's where Dak racked up a ton of his stats last year, was playing catch up to the other team.
How important is not turning the ball over going to be to that specific thing? Because that's what broke the Cowboys so frequently last year.
It is vital. I would argue, outside of health, there is nothing more important to the Cowboys offense next year than not turning the ball over. Like, I'm not saying never. I get that's not going to happen, but consistently not turning the ball over, because what's going to happen if you turn the ball over is you do not, at least early on, I do not have confidence in this defense to stop people in general, let alone on a shortened field. And so not only are you giving up points, you've squandered another offensive possession, of which most of the time, don't you feel like this offense needs to come away with something?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Any kind of points, or at least field position more than anything.
So I think outside of health, that is the most important thing that we have to do.
To me, my opinion, to be over 500, because with 17 games now, kind of 500 probably won't happen. To be over 500, they have to average over 30 a game. If they average 29 a game, I think this team goes 8-9 or worse.
And we have not averaged more than 30 points a game since the tracking I look back went to 2004. I'm going to use the word awesome, and I just hope that's good enough. But I'm thinking about it more and more, and some of these positions I'm giving people the benefit of the doubt like our fans want to. But if you think about it, I think Dak is a top-notch talent. I think our pass catchers are phenomenal. A lot of people will still yell at us and shout us down that Zeke is still really, really good. So if that's the case, and you feel like the offensive line is still really, really good, you literally excel at every single level and position of the offense. And while I might not share some of those views about Zeke, I am willing to say I hope that those people are right, and him and the healthy offensive line work an astonishing combination. And I'm going to say awesome. From the 682 Dynamic, from the 469 2020, and from the 480 MacArthur, I thought I could get it, MacArthur-pocalypse. So I think that means he's probably going to get fired, and not in a good way. Unless I've misinterpreted it, it means our offense is going to go scorched earth on everybody.